All right. Let's get back to it. Need to head back into the castle. Or I guess we were just in the front area, weren't we? Yeah. And talk to Woke the Mod? No, Alpha Node. I think I talked to everyone already, right? Yeah, I think that's what we did last time. I look forward to the day when there was much I wish. Oh no, we didn't. I look forward to the day when peace is restored to Troll. There's so much I wish to see, and tacos I want to eat wrong. She did well. Oh, yeah, we got that, but we didn't get Graha because he was the one that we turned the quest into. Anyway, let's go and talk to Alpha Node. In Sulani's, there's no H there. Sulani's shadow. Alpha Node is considering how best to help carry out Woklamat's plan. Well, the hour of departure is at hand. Those of us remaining here shall accompany you part of the way. I, for one, would like to see this dome firsthand. We set forth as soon as everyone is ready. I will inform Woklamat that... There you all are! Ah, Lama Chi. We were just planning to call you. Are you ready to leave? I am. Seeing the people come together as one, knowing they haven't given up hope, it was all the encouragement I could ask for. Right then, let's get going. We leave from the Dawntrail Skygate. Where was that again? Is that the, we're not taking the dirigibles, so... Or is that the bridge? Yes, that's where I thought we were going. Okay. Let's go ahead and head down to the... Wait, no. I guess heading this direction would probably technically be the fastest way. Actually, running up to over to the crystal probably would have been the fastest way, but whatever. Just hop on the playground while we're here. And... miss every single log. Yeah, I could have just taken the crystal. That would have been faster. Oh well, we'll get there eventually. Now that they added the jog to the game, that's actually really nice, because getting through the city-states and stuff was always like... you felt like you should be able to mount up with how big some of the places were. It wasn't bad, but like Troll, because of the way that they have the stupid aether crystals spread out, it makes it so that a lot of the places you have to go just aren't close to a crystal. Whereas in like all the other city-states, usually stuff is pretty close by. Anyway, let's go and talk to everyone. Start on the left with Erinville. Sulani isn't exactly a short distance for Shaloni. If the train isn't operating, we'll need to consider other means of travel, like convenient cutscenes. We should have everything we need for the expedition, from food to medicine to gear. It's quite amazing how much you can fit in Erinville's rucksack. I mean, he's like, it's designed for that. Of course, he doesn't have the ambiguously sized inventory like I do, but it looks like it's just as effective. The dome appears to lie beyond Shaloni. A good thing we have Erinville to guide us. Kawana and Ketenram will continue to manage affairs at the palace. Once I've inspected the dome, I will join them to make preparations against further incursions. Yeah, Alpha Node gonna go play politician, while Alize goes into fights on the front lines. Even from afar, I can sense something isn't right about that dome. Yeah, it's the Shadow Realm. What did you expect? As Lama Chi says, let's stay vigilant. Everyone's here? Good. This is it, my friends. We go to strike down Zeral Jah and secure peace for Tuliolol. We'll be passing through Shaloni, where there have been reports of enemy movements, so stay sharp. Man, they're gonna leave me behind, aren't they? No, they're not. Amazing. Is there gonna be a cutscene? Yeah. I figured there would be. The Landsguard had told me about them. They emerged from the dome in quick succession and took to looming overhead. I need to turn that music, I need to turn that sound back down a tiny bit. I turned it up 2 points, I should turn it back down 1 point. A display of force, like the vessels in Tuligolol. Indeed. And while they haven't taken any aggressive actions, I want to see how things are in the area before moving on. We'll be passing a few settlements on the way to Shaloni Station. It's the perfect opportunity to look around. In that case, Berlin and I know a few locals who can help, right? Then let's divide into 2 groups, of course. Aaronville, Alize, and Brillian will come with me to inquire with the locals. Meanwhile, the rest of you can go ahead and inspect the dome. Understood. Once everyone has finished, let's reconvene at Shaloni Station. We can start with Hutsawi. That's where the Dust Watch is based, if I remember correctly. You do. The Sheriff Kemaka, yeah, that's right, should be able to tell us a few things, like how he gets tricked by some really obviously bad characters. Okay, let me turn that down, the master volume back down 1 point. So I moved it up 2 points. Oh, right, we can just teleport there, right? Yeah. Also, I just remembered that we never did the Aether Current quests here. I don't think we... Oh, no, obviously we couldn't finish them up because we haven't gotten the MSQ one, which is hopefully what we're going to get through today. All right, over here. We're heading over to the wrong side of town. So this region has its own peacekeeping force. The people of the wilds are brave indeed to remain here with those ships overhead. I mean, where else are you gonna go? Everything seems in order at a glance. Oh, it's you two. And Albie, Val Woklamon as well. You're Sheriff of the Dust Watch, yes? What's the situation here in Hutsawi? Hosatawi. Well, the enemy hasn't tried to pick a fight with us yet. The ships gave us shock when they first appeared, but they've just been floating there, holding position. That said, I've received some unsettling reports elsewhere. We've been investigating to the extent we can, but we're spread thin and haven't looked into the Senwi's spring yet. Apparently, mechanical soldiers were seen in the vicinity. Uh-oh. What? If this is true, then the people there are in danger. I worry about the other townships as well. If the rest of you could head to the springs, I'll visit the Mehewat Red Zone. I'll accompany Aaronville. See you all in a while. Alright, so where are we headed? Oh, okay, over to the other town. Let's teleport over there. Yeah, next, if we get through the Aether Current, I think we'll probably start with the Aether Current cleanup. Oh, hi there. And then we'll probably go ahead and do the dungeon. Hopefully, that's how it'll play out. Welcome on. I don't know why you're waiting outside, considering I'm already in here. And all clear this way. The mechanical soldiers don't seem to be in this area. Still, we should talk to the locals. Let's each make rounds and see what we can learn. Yep, question the locals, like usual. Let's see, where's the first victim? I mean, friend? I mean, local to question? Over here or inside? Can you even go inside here? Yep, sure can. Hello, railroad clerk. Oh, you're the one who helped us the other day. Walika and the others are investigating, and they've confirmed that Nitowike Ikwe is safe. It was after the train had begun its journey back here that the dome appeared. So those who were riding the train then are fine, but we don't know what's become of those who disembarked in Yasulani. Ah, what a mess. And just after we finished fixing the tracks. Oh no, the tracks. It's kind of like the trolley. Alright, mechanical soldier. You don't seem to be doing too well. The mechanical soldier shows no signs of life, thank goodness. It appears to have been run through with a polearm. Well, yeah, that would do it. Polearms are very good at causing this thing called death. Oh, I thought there were more than just 3 things. The other side quests were making it look like there was more. Let's see what Uklamont has to say. Ah, so that's the way of it. Good thing he showed up when he did. Ah, okay. It's probably gonna be the cowboy guy. There she is. I was gonna try and find her. Or I was gonna go and try and talk to her if she wasn't one of the objectives, but clearly she is. Brilliant! You came! As you could see, we're doing alright. After those ships appeared in the sky, soldiers clad in white showed up and surrounded the town. But to our surprise and relief, a traveler came along to it's Estinian, okay. I'll never forget the way he soared through. Yeah, it's definitely Estinian. Spear in hand. Polearm, of course. Shame I never had a chance to ask his name. Well, I already know who it is, don't worry about it. We're all safe thanks to him, but I can't say the same for those in Yasulani. We haven't heard from anyone there. I hope Nampika as well. Right, she was on the train. Heading up north. Look, come on, you probably didn't want to know that. You heard about the spearmen as well. Gee, I wonder who it could be. That couldn't be anyone else. What's this? Someone spreading more gossip about me? No. Ah, there we go. Talk how I saved the town and travels fast. Ha ha ha. Right. That's not a discount to help from a friend here, of course. We gave those machines a rail beating. I thought you'd come sooner or later. Do you know what is happening? Alien invasion, bro, let's go. So you were indeed the one keeping the people safe. Thank you. Think nothing of it. The automata aren't particularly strong. But are the rumors true? Guljaja is slain. I'm afraid so. Zeralja used some dirty trick to get the better of him. We'll have to make him pay for what he's done. Mark my words. You're going to help her, I assume. I see. With your contingent, you won't lack for strength. In which case, I will remain in Shalani and keep an eye on things. Oh, that's boring. That helps us more than you know. I'll send word to my brother before we set off. If you find yourself in trouble, don't hesitate to contact Kawana. Kawana? Brother? Wait a second. You're the Vow of Resolve! I am. And you're Zikoa, right? I'll be counting on you to keep everyone here safe. Even though I'm sure Estinian could do it on his own with blindfolded. Absolutely. If more of those hollow men show up, I'll send them packing. I'm the fastest gun in Shaloni, after all. Brilliant can attest to that, right. Yeah. Glad to hear it. We leave Shaloni in your capable hands. Let's get patrolling right away then. Stay safe out there, and don't do anything reckless. Astinian, please. Do I ever do anything reckless? Yes. Wasted words, I see. He knows. Just do what comes naturally. Oh yeah, I will. Stoic nod. Stoic nod. Right then. It's time we headed to the station and joined the others. Okay, let's head on over to the station. Let's see. Yeah, it was a bit farther away than I would have expected it. Like, I would expect this to be a little bit closer to the actual town. Also, let me just, is there any other current that's like, okay, west, that's too far away. I'm not gonna bother with that. Alright, everyone's here. You wanna talk to everyone? Continue on? It seems those soldiers only appeared in Shansenwezi Spring. Could they have been after the ceruleum? I mean, considering they don't run on ceruleum or apparently use it, probably not. It seems the people of Shaloni are safe. What a relief. Meha Watson is still safe, but the animals are unsettled by recent events. Glad they don't go in there. I'm glad they're not just randomly blaming the ceruleum mining on this and just say, like, irrationally saying that it's their fault. The dome is absolutely massive. What manner of kingdom do you suppose he's claimed within its borders? I don't know. Probably about 2 feet by 2 feet considering the scale of this game. Raha and I visited the settlements west of here. Thankfully, there was no damage or casualties to speak of. I heard from Woklamat that Astinian was here, and that's why he's looking. With him to watch over them, the people of Shaloni will have naught to fear. Let's see. Ah, there's the dome. Oh no, he's looking at the dome. Okay, also that is pretty ominous. Alright, you still there? What did you see? Heh. Thanks to Astinian, there were no casualties to speak of in Shaloni. The Hitsaro were safe as well. At the very least, there were no sightings of soldiers there. What about the dome? Did you learn anything of note? It is composed of exceedingly high concentrations of lightning energy. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. I'm gonna touch it. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. Or just get a giant lightning rod. Then how are we supposed to get inside? Zral Jah and his army emerged from within. There ought to be an entrance. An entrance, you say? It so happens we might have an inkling where one is. Oh yes, the trolley crew. I mean the train crew. These are the engineers of Dawntrail Railing, which operates the train between Shaloni and Yusilani. When we went to recover the train, we had ourselves a look at the dome through a telescope. It was there when we saw it. A large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. Oh, that's how we get in. You're telling us part of it is inside and part of it is outside? That seemed to be the case, yes. Well, we only observed from afar. The soldiers were coming and going from it. From that, I'd say it serves as a passageway between the outside world and whatever's inside. But as you'd expect, the area is heavily defended. Well, that's not really a problem. I mean, I'm here. It won't be easy to get near. Do you know what became of the passengers who went to Yusilani? Woklamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. What? I'm afraid not. Only those passengers who were headed back here are accounted for. I'd say for a fact that everyone was fine when we arrived in Yusilani. But when that big tremor struck, Not long after we left the station, I hit the emergency brakes and looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks of all places. What are the odds of that, eh? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we're to reach it undetected. Don't worry about that. I remember I'm here. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way in. I'm with Wokelmon on this one. Despite how it sounds, I actually gave this some thought. That's the most surprising thing so far. Zral Ja wants me to prove that I'm Father's worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Tuliolol. By charging in head-on, I make my intentions plain as day, and in so doing, keep his eyes on me. A bold strategy. I like it. Of course, your plan will be no good if you're cut down before reaching their base. What we need is something that'll get you there quick and break through their defenses with a single decisive blow. And we have just that. A trolley, a train. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she'll carry, and send it hurtling at to an explosion on impact. I didn't expect he would sacrifice the train. Chief, have you gone insane? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. You were just saying how relieved you were the train's in one piece, and now you want to turn it into a bomb? The train's not important. Our dream was to have railroads running from coast to coast, remember? If these invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run on them. Is that what you want? It's a sacrifice we have to make. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line, literally the line, you know, the railroad line, to get inside that dome and put a stop to all this. The least we can do is to help them. But Chief... Listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fall, we can always get back up. As long as we're alive, we can always build another train. So have faith and quit your complaining. But what if we really hard? There's no getting back up if we're dead. No one's dying on this train. I'll see to it myself. Needless to say, this will be a one-way trip, and you'll need to jump off at the last moment. If we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory, I'm pretty sure I was gonna say the name of the dungeon. I'm pretty sure the dungeon that's coming up has the train, so I don't know how much more we're gonna be doing. You alright with that? I guess we just gotta help them get the train ready. Get the explosives and stuff. There's no changing her mind, is there? Just promise me you'll be careful out there, honey. Yeah, I was actually wondering, is this his wife? Oh, right, his wife died in the first. That's right. That's why he was depressed. We'll keep your wife safe, we promise. We won't leave you with any sorrows to drown, never fear. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten that in the first, the whole reason he was washed up, depressed, and drunk, alcoholic, was because his wife had died. Seeing as I've never had a drink in my life, I certainly hope not, yeah. It'd be a lie if to say the lost train didn't concern me. But with good friends and my loving wife beside me, that's all I really need in the end. Well, at least it'll be going down as legendary train that can save Troll. That's true. That it will. But first we got work to do, so she'll look the part. Are you gonna put flames on the signs? Why is it zooming in on Graha? Oh. I don't know much about Magitech, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. And Brilliant will help too, because I'm gonna volunteer him. Her. We'll keep that in mind. If any of you are willing and able to help lend a hand, there's work that needs doing over at the storehouse. Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing. Because obviously we don't actually get to the place until the dungeon, which we're gonna stop before that, assuming that I can get, because the quest before that is the Aether Current quest, which is where I want to stop for today. It seems we have a path forward. I believe this is a good time for me to return to Tuliolol and inform Kuwana of the situation. And who's gonna be our healer? I guess it'll be... Graha? Oops, I didn't actually read that. The dome's elemental aspect is similar to the one of that of the gate in the Golden City. If we can identify a connection, we may learn something of use in our fight. It's one mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. Alright, let's talk to everyone, wrap this one up, and then I think we still have 2 more quests after this. To use this train as an explosive is a brazen plan. We'll have but one attempt, so we had best make it count. Oh yeah, we'll make it count. The ships seem content to remain waiting in the skies, so let us take this opportunity to do what we can and prepare. I hope Namika's safe. Well, we have our plan. Now let's finish this train and blast our way into the dome. Even only just having met them, I can see how important the train is to Walika and the engineers. We can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. Okay, so we got 2 more quests to go. Talk to Wuklamad again, see if there's something different. We'll make this plan work. See if we won't. Alright, let's go and talk to Graha and do the next one. Putting plans into locomotion. Your plan is set, but Graha Tia is not without reservations. While I have no objections to the plan itself, I have one concern. How can we be certain Zoral Ja will not strike Tuliolol in retaliation? Not if we kill them. I consider the possibility. But when my brother told me to come and prove it myself, he meant it. He wants to show that his kingdom is superior to Tuliolol, and it'll give him no satisfaction to attack when he knows I'm not there. No, he'll be waiting inside the dome, waiting for us to challenge him so he can crush us and prove his strength. Indeed, if anything, we're more likely to put Tuliolol in danger by not taking the fight to him. So we indulge Zoral Ja, at least until Tuliolol has shored up its defenses. Right, we'll charge in from the front and keep his eyes on us. During which time, Kuwana will find a way to fortify Tuliolol. If you believe this is the best course, then we shall trust in your judgment. I expect there will be no small amount of enemy resistance, but we will do all in our power to assist you. Thank you. Well, time is of the essence. Let's go and see what's left to be done for the train. Alright, let's see what we need to do. Looks like Wilhelmot's over here already. There's Grahub there, I'll make sure to talk to him. Everyone's hard at work on the train. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Looks like work is getting underway. We'll finish it in no time at all. So what can we do to help? No need to hold back. Are you sure about that? As I understand it, the two of you have met your fair share of craftsmen during the rite of succession. I happen to be a bit of a craftswoman myself. Would you happen to know a few who'd be willing to come and help us complete modifications on the train? Of course. What sort of craftsmen did you have in mind? Ones that can work with metal? Let's see now. Perhaps my greatest concern is keeping the train safe from enemy attacks. Even with you all aboard to fend them off, it'd be over in an instant if they managed to get just one good hit on the cerulean tanks. According to eyewitnesses, the soldiers used enlightenment-based weapons, so if you mind installing grounding rods, would you happen to know a carpenter who could handle that? I can do that. We can ask Wikivo. He's not a carpenter, is he? There's a fellow with a fish. Okay, it's the same guy. Okay. Master Carpenter from Ohanu, eh? If they'd be willing, we'd be glad to have them. No objections from me. Just be sure not to forget their traditional greeting. But we'll need more than just a carpenter, if you want this done in a timely fashion. We've got a lot of equipment that needs moving. Heavy equipment. I don't suppose you know anyone up to the task? Perhaps Fonjantine, nope. Yeah, Fonjantine. He's wait, heavy machinery? He's a jewel crafter. Shouldn't it be this guy? I don't remember who it is, but... Zermer would be perfect. We'd be hard-pressed to find folks stronger than the Yokoi. That's right. That's right. And I'm sure he'd be willing to help. You're friends with the Yokoi? I'll be damned. Will not want for strength with help like that. Next, I'd like to outfit the train with some powerful weaponry of its own. Like as not, the soldiers will be riding their flying vessels. We'll need countermeasures to deal with them. Who would that be? That's true. I, for one, can't use magic, nor am I handy with a firearm, like my brother. Any ideas for ranged weapons we can use? Spears, harpoons? Let's borrow guns from Koana for everyone. Nope. Let's sell ballistas. That's way better. She literally just said she can't use a gun. Why would it be the first option? Ballistas, eh? While they'd be powerful, it seems to me like it'd take too long to reload between shots. What the heck? She just said she can't use guns. If there were some sort of ballista that could reload quickly, then it might work, but weapons aren't exactly my field of expertise. Perhaps I can be of assistance. Crystarium employed etheric cannons for its defenses, and I see no reason why the design cannot be adapted for your train. Well, I did not conceive them myself. I know their design. It should be possible to build them here, provided we have the requisite materials and skilled smiths. Now that sounds like something Fonjantine can help with. What are the materials we need? The barrel can be fashioned from any metal, so long as it's highly conductive to ether. To power the cannon, we will require fire-aspected crystals of the highest purity. Fire crystals, eh? Might be as the miners over in the springs can help with that. then I could leave the crystals and smiths in everyone's hands. I shall get started drawing up the schematics. Right then, I'll secure us the smiths. In the meantime, could you deal with the materials? Shenza is in charge of our supplies, so it might be good to talk to him about it first. Also, I just realized I won't be able to talk to Graha since he just walked away, unfortunately. Well, I think we're set for a plan. Thanks for the consultation. Now let's get our trains dressed up and give her the proper farewell she deserves. Yeah, Graha's gone. Oh well. So I think I see that might be Alizé. Oh, we'll figure that out later. The plan's coming together. To make a good speed, I'm going to try and enlist some more help from among our friends back in Yogg-Troll. I'll leave the materials in your care. I think I saw Shenza, there's the H, okay. The Shenza over to the southeast. Alright, let's head over there. So is that Alizé? Oh, there's Alizé and Cryo. Let's go and talk to her, or them. And there's like Graha moved over here. It's a shame Sid and his engineers aren't here to help. If they were here, I expect they'd turn it into a flying train. Yeah, they probably would. Shenza has given me a list of materials. We'll see to it that they have everything they need. Back to Graha and then Shenza. Right. Time to put my knowledge gained in the first to use. Trust me, bro, you've been doing that a lot. Also, I see Aaronville over here. I'm gonna make sure to get him first to make sure that, he doesn't walk off on us like Graha did. Zoralja's forces remain quiet for now. If there is any movement, I'll alert everyone immediately. Looks like he's on watch duty. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Shenza and figure out what we need to do next. That should be enough lumber for the armor. What else do we need? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. What can I do for you? Etheric cannons? Interesting. I have an idea where we can get the conductive metal, so I'll take care of it. I'm not sure about fire crystals, though. Might be best if you spoke directly with a miner. Can I leave that to you? Sure. Man, I need something to do, right? Great! You're friends with Yate, aren't you? One of the best miners around. And anyone can get you the crystals you're after, it's her. We'll just, you know, ignore these. Alright, let's go speak with Yate. It looks like that's gonna wrap up this quest. And then there's one more after that I want to get through. Alright, Yate's over this way. There she is. You know anything about some fire crystals? Also, you free later? Oh, brilliant. What brings you to these parts? The purest fire crystals, you say? I think I heard tell about them before. But what is this about? We're gonna make a bomb. A really big bomb. Alright, yeah, next is a hot commodity. That makes sense. Go and talk to Yate and do this one. Yeah, this is the 8th recurrent quest. This is what I wanted to get through today. A hot commodity. A way to obtain fire crystals is on the tip of Yate's tongue. Now I remember. Cerule and Alls. You can find them to the south of town. They actually ingest fire crystals and keep them in their gut, if you can believe it. If you want the purest crystals, though, you'll have to go after the oldest, toughest in Allis. Nothing you can't handle, right? See, this girl knows me. I'll show you where you can find some to hunt. Looking forward to seeing why Aaronville thinks so highly of you. Yeah, because he's a big fanboy. Alright, let's head on down south. And get us some of those Anales, or however you say it. Alright, Yate. There's quite a lot of fire and wildlife in these parts. We think it's due to the ceruleum, but no one can say for sure. Still, it's not often that you see the bigger, dominating sort, and that's what you need. What you'll have to do is hunt down a few of their kind, establish yourself as a threat. That's known to draw out the leader. Oh, okay. I can do that. You want me to kill a bunch of stuff? I'm very good at that. That's the spirit. While you're on the hunt, I'll keep watching nearby to make sure no hapless travelers come stumbling in. Okay. The leaders are certain to show up if you kill a few of the common ones. It's only a matter of when. Alright, so what do I need to kill exactly? I can't see. Oh, okay, this purple smoke of doom. Let's wait here. You see no signs of your prey. Perhaps you will have better luck to the south. Okay. Sir, I'm busy. I know I need to kill some stuff, but like you're not on the list. Let's check this other purple smoke. Ah, there we go. Yeah, and then I can do the other one too. Oh, hello, sir. Looks like you want to die too. Well, you come to the right place. I hit Shift Q instead of just Q. All right, that's what I needed. Apparently, we got some really pure fire crystals, except that does look like a fire crystal. This is what a fire crystal looks like. Oh well, looks like this is what we need. Amazing! You dealt with those beasts in no time at all. You need the crystal delivered to Shinza? I'll see that he gets it. Here's your definitely a fire crystal. These fire crystals are for the train, aren't they? I heard about your plans to enter the dome. I want to thank you for going to such lengths to stop these invaders. And though he'd grumble if he knew I was asking this, please take care of that Aaronville's other name. Anyway, I'd best be on my way, and you as well. In case you're going to meet her, I saw Wooklamon heading for the station. Alright, I guess we gotta head back to the station then. Yeah, that's not quite, that shouldn't be the end. There's gotta be a tiny bit more that we need to do. Or at least a cutscene to watch. Just head up this pathway here. And then, looks like we actually need to be on the other side over there, but that's fine. I bet Aaronville's gone now. Yep. Graha and them are still here though. Of course you can't jump over that. I bet she's gonna be on the other side. Yep. Oh, there's Aaronville. Yeah, he did move. I thought he was gonna end up moving, even if the others didn't. Talk to Aaronville and then Wooklamon. Taken care of the crystals, have you? Things proceed apace here too. Shinza told me you got the crystal for him. Good work. I've just returned from looking for extra help. We'll see in a moment who answers the call. All will be in readiness for them when they arrive. Damn it. I'm idle for a moment and all I can think about is my home. Keep your chin up, Aaronville. We'll be on our way soon, and we'll find your mother. It'll be good to see her after all these years. There's so much I'd like to ask her about her time together with Papa. Oh, she'll talk her ears off. Once my mother starts, there's no stopping her. I wouldn't want it any other way. Right, let's return to helping where we can. The real work begins when the extra hands arrive. Right, now we're gonna watch a cutscene of all of the craftsmen arriving. Yes, this will probably be a voice cutscene of them getting it ready, and then I think that's all we're gonna have for today. Yep, a bringing all the friends together deal. Like they do every expansion. Oh, okay, it's not voiced. Thanks for making the trek here. To be honest, I wasn't expecting so many of you. Since the attack on Tuliolol, I have been wondering if there was aught I could do to help. So when I heard about the upcoming operation from Valkuana, I leapt at the chance to do my part. I'm doing my part. Peace will be restored, and then we can all enjoy a nice cup of mezcal. Aren't you a bit young for that, Malblue? It's our home, and we'll do whatever it takes to keep it safe. While I assist with the efforts here, High Luminary Gofurler does the same at the capital. I'm truly grateful. With all of us working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Let's get to it, my friends. And just the dome in the background. Yes, let's get to it. Dawn of a new day, time to load up our bomb. Oh, there's the, yeah, they're already made up the cannons. I'm glad that they're actually making this look like it took a couple days, instead of just being like, okay, it's done. That's what they usually end up doing. All right, everyone, that'll do it. You've done your part. Leave it to us to finish mounting the armor and the cannons, and have yourself a hard-earned rest. Thanks again for answering the call. No need to thank for thanks now. Whatever you need help, just give us a holler. Indeed, we must all do our part when our nation is imperiled. Yeah, imperiled. Hear, hear. We love Troll, and we love you, Val Wuklamont. I love you all too. That was unnecessary, Wuklamont. Your kindness and goodwill will not be in vain. This I promise. Alright, there we go. Let's talk to Walika. See, is there anyone else I can talk to around here? I don't see. I mean, I see there are obviously people, but I can't talk to them. Alright, let's talk to Walika and wrap this up. Thanks again for all your help. Wouldn't have been able to finish so quickly without you. Well, I mean, I am an Omnicrafter, by the way. Go and rest up, my friend. I don't do that. Sorry. Won't be long before the train's ready.